Hey guys, today I'm here to bring you another match from round 2 of our split format first tournament of 2025. We have Feedrin in the back playing, I believe, the goat control card pool, but really it's Thunderhand, BLS, Chaos, good stuff pile like Gores and Cyber Dragon. And then over here we have Bidoof playing Odion, and he's going to start off with a Man of the Mark to search out Verdict of Anubis. Basically, a Dark Bribe that works as long as you have 3 or more other spells and traps on the board. So basically like a heavy storm counter a lot of the time. And it doubles as a monster board wipe if you have Temple of the Kings on the board, which is not too hard to piece together. Man is going to swing the Thunderhand, take 600 damage, and then we're going to see Apophis activated to search the other Apophis. So these are basically, this pool used to have Treasures of the Kings, the field spell that searches something every turn. That ended up being too strong, even at just 1 copy. So now, instead of that, they have this Apophis the Serpent at 1 copy and Verdict of Anubis at 1 copy. And they also got, Necrofusion got banned. So overall, this pool does have some like new tools, but it's still like weaker than it used to be. Mainly because of, like, losing Necrofusion was a big hit, but also Treasures of the Kings was like the really obscene card. They were both insane. So we're going to see a set 4 pass with Verdict of Anubis. Very strong board, even though our monsters are not the highest power. We have back row to deal with any threats that come up. Verdict to stop Heavy Storm and double Bottomless to stop whatever rank 3 is about to come out. I believe this one is... And these are all level 4, so we can make an Honor Arc or a Castell if we need to, but we probably won't have to. These 2 cards are currently indestructible because of Man with the Marks effect. Wizardos is going to come out, make something low attack potentially until the end of the turn. Sangan gets a search for another tour guide. And Wizardos is not activating. Cosmic Cyclone is going to banish that Solemn Judgment, and we're just going to swing over the Wizardos. So yeah, Bidoof had an insanely strong opening hand. And these back row are probably just going to carry him to a victory. Feedrin said he didn't activate Wizardos' effect because he has plans, so we'll see what that turns out to mean. We're gonna bottomless the breaker and pass since we have no way to beat over this 1600 defense Thunderhand at the moment. Oh, but there's our Anubis, so this is going to give us a 3k threat on the board pretty soon as we get a 3rd trap card engraved, which will not be too hard. Another man comes down, searching our 2nd copy of Temple of the Kings. We're going to make a Castell to get rid of this Thunderhand back into the deck, preventing it from reviving itself. And now we have, wow, Anubis coming out for 7,600 damage, and that's going to be game if there's no Gores. Pretty one-sided game here. Odion is a very strong card pool, and Feedrin just didn't have enough to really get off the ground. Is there a Gores? Yeah, it doesn't look like a Gores. Yeah, Feedrin had a hard time doing anything into that 4 back row. That is a Man with the Marks bread and butter, is search out Temple of the Kings instead of a bunch of back row. Or search out Verdict of Anubis instead of a bunch of back row. If you already have the Temple, of course, to protect it. If you don't have the Temple, that is the more important search because it keeps Man with the Mark on the field. Ring of Destruction is going to come down before we can activate that Temple. Pretty good for Feedrin. And then there's a lot of back row still. This is extremely weak to Heavy Storm now, but that is 1 card in a 40 card deck, so there's a good chance he doesn't have it. Breaker's going to get bottomless. Thunderhand's going to get deprisoned. Very unfortunate. Those back row are putting in work. And then we have a Tribe, bottomless. Oh, and then here is this very good limited card. Going to bring us out of 1600. That brings out another 1600. Temple of the Kings will let this activate the turn it was set, and we can swing for 3,200. And here we see Bidoof effectively at 2 cards more than Feedrin. Only 1 more after Feedrin draws, but with a 2-card hand, Feedrin's going to have pretty limited options. Holy crap! Perhaps I spoke too soon. We had a Cosmic Cyclone and a Dark Hole. Oh, but he doesn't have a monster engraved for Barrows. Very unfortunate. That bottomless and the deprison kept monsters out of the graveyard. So that ended up working very, very, very fortunately for Bidoof. He kept his opponent off of barrows. Even with the barrows coming out, he could have just tribe infecting virused it, so there's that to consider. Voodoo probably had game either way. We're going to mirror force the tribe. Still no monsters, unfortunately. And even if Fusion draws a monster, this Wing Blast will put it back on top. And it's just a matter of time until Bidoof draws an attacker. There's a monster. Again, Wing Blast can just put this back on top. We're going to see Raikou pop the back row, which was a bluff brain control. Oh, and we can revive Anubis. That's right. So we Wing Blast the monster and revive Anubis and attack for 3,000. The recurring 3,000 beater, very strong. And that was a swift, pretty swift 2-0 from Bidoof. Man with the Mark just did exactly what it wants to do both games. And unfortunately, those banish effects kept Fusion from being able to use Order the Missing Barrows. So that was a quick one. Hope you all enjoyed that, even though it was short, and I'll be back with another one soon. Thanks for watching.